Hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to check and see if our live is doing well on my other device, and I don't see it yet. So that makes me wonder why it's not on, even though it is. Okay, now I see it's popping up now. Oh yeah, it looks good. So how's it going, everybody? So far, it's Janet that's here, I believe. Don't forget to give a thumbs up on your way in if you wish to do so. If you're new to this channel, please do give, of course, thumbs up, subscribe for all notifications, and ring that bell. Of course, that's for all notifications. So, my plan was to make a Christmas in July card today. But I don't have any papers from Katscrappiness at the moment for Christmas. So I put myself in the doghouse. And that's our segue to today's card. It's going to look like this, but we're going to do a doghouse themed card this time. What I would like to do is have paw prints up here, and maybe doghouse right here, and maybe a cloud or two up here. That's my vision for this card so far. But it does open up, folds flat, opens up. It's 5x7. That's what it looks like from the top. It's called a Slatted Z-fold card. So I'm going to show y'all how to make this. I've only made one so far, so I got to find my instruction book, if I can find it. Everything's everywhere as usual. So who knows where there it is. Yes, Janet, you need to make more fun fold cards. You do. Indeed you do. Okay, so we're going to start out. Well, first things first, I want to put this tablet somewhere where it won't fall or anything. Yeah, I got top tip, y'all. A business card holder is a good holder for a tablet if you got one like I do, with just open ends. Thought you'd like that little top tip. So what we're going to start out by doing is grabbing our trimmer. Got a 12 by 12 inch piece of cardstock here. I'm using a craft color this time. And we're going to cut, actually we're going to cut on 4 inches because I don't want to have to open up the extender on the ruler. So we're going to put it at the 4-inch line, cut. I don't think we're going to need this for anything, but we might want to use for it later. If not, you can always use it, put it in your scrap pile. I'm going to put up the trimmer just for a minute. And I'm going to have to move that tablet probably more over to here. Okay. There we go, I think. So we're going to put this on the 8-inch side. And we're going to score with our, well, if I can get it, I'm hiding all the glue now. This tab's going to have to go somewhere else, I think. I'm just going to, I don't know what I'm going to do with this tablet, y'all. There we go. That might work. Uh-oh, I just knocked me off. There we go. Okay, so we're going to score at 1/2 inches. Right here, all the way down on the 8-inch side. And again at 3 inches. All the way down on an 8-inch side. And y'all, that's basically all the scoring we got to do on this one. So put the scoring tool up. And what we're going to do next is we're going to cut off 5 1-inch strips. They're going to be 1 inch by 8 inches. So we're going to do that 5 times because we got 5 slats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's what we're going to leave us with, a 7 by 8 inch piece of cardstock and 5 pieces that are 1 inch by 8 inches. So we're going to go ahead and fold this forward, this one piece at the 3-inch line, and fold back at the 1.5 inch mark. Is everything making sense so far to y'all? I am too, Jana. I tell you what, I really am impressed by this new phone and everything. Because it used to be terrible. I couldn't even get on live streams on StreamYard because of it. I wonder how that's going to work now. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with all 5 pieces. And I'll show you how I did that in just a moment. Going to fold this way on the 3-inch line. Fold back forward and fold back on the 1.5 inch line. Like so. I may have messed up that one. Yes, I did. We got to do that a little better. Okay, so fold to the right if you're doing it from the side at 3 inches and fold back to the left at 1/2. That's the easiest way I can tell you to do it. Okay, we're going to fold to the right at 3, fold back at 1.5. Fold to the right, fold back to the left. Make sure everything's as straight as it can be. It's very important. One more time, fold to the right, and fold back to the left. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of marking on our card. You can do this with your bone folder or your bone folder pen like I got here from Scrappiness, of course. Or you can use just a regular ink pen or even a pencil. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to try to do this in a way that everybody can see. So I'm probably just going to use a pen this time. So we're actually going to need that scoreboard again. So I forgot about this part, kind of. So what we're going to do here is we're going to mark this, just a pock mark or whatever you want to call it, at 1 inch. And you can always go back to this video on replay for reference if you need to. 1.5 inches. Now I'm just probably going to put a little hole in it too, to make sure you can see it. 2.5 inches. 3 inches. 4 inches, 4.5 inches, 5.5 inches, and 6 inches. Can't really see it, but you can see these little teeth marks there, basically where I tried to mark it and actually poked holes, more like. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. It's going to match up and everything. Don't worry. You don't have to flip it over or anything like that on the back. We're going to do this again at 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 2.5 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, 4.5 inches, 5.5 inches, and 6 inches. There we are again with the little teeth marks there. Actually, if I watch fireworks anywhere, Jana, it's probably going to be out my window because there's some people in the neighborhood that shoot off fireworks. That's our assisted living facility, but really, I don't really get out much for the 4th of July, to be honest. Okay, so you may be asking, why did I make all these marks? I'm going to show you. This is going to be our way of seeing where our little 1 inch by 8 inch pieces need to go. So they're going to go like that, or something like that at least. And we're going to do that 5 times. Wow, 9:30 this morning. Dang. Wow, that's a little early. Honestly, Jan, I'm not much of a fireworks person myself because I'm a dog lover. I tell you what, I love dogs. If I could rescue any dog, I would. Oh, I don't blame the dogs for not being happy, and hubby too. Poor doggos were probably scared to death. That's what happens. So we're going to start now by putting our first piece on. I'm going to try to find my berry art glue. It's somewhere, I know. I think I found it. Yep, because I love dogs. I tell you what, dogs are my favorite people in the world, so to speak. So yes, we're going to put our berry art glue on this little 1.5 inch strip here, hanging off. And we're going to go ahead and put it on the very top here. You're going to make sure everything matches up with the top as well. See how that goes. It's a little bit of overhang, but we can cut that off at the end. Probably going to need to do that. And now we're going to do the same thing with the bottom piece right here. Bottom 1.5 inches. It needs a little piece, a little bit of glue. So we're going to also do the same thing here to make sure It's right up against that bottom line here, the bottom of the paper. I'm going to make sure that lines up here with this line here. Hey, Jenny, how are you? How are you doing today, Jenny? Jane G's in the house, y'all. So next, we're going to go ahead and put this third piece on. And that's going to be the middle piece we're going to put on next. Why? I don't know. That's how I learned to do this. So we're going to go ahead and just make sure right up against there. And then we'll make sure that's up against there at the end. Then we're going to do the next one's going to be this one. To make sure we're on those two lines here at the very edge. I'm going to go ahead and burnish that down some. We got one more to go. Then we're going to start doing some matting and layering here. If anybody has any questions in chat, please let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that's nice and straight. Right there on that little mark. And make sure everything is good there. Looks like it is. Except this, maybe it'll be okay, I think. So next thing we want to do is go ahead and flip these back. And we're going to put a mat and layer here and here. And we're going to do this part after we glue this part down. Well, how are you, Shanna? How's it going today? Try and find some good colors here that I can use. See how that'll do. Nope, that's too small. I wonder if this will work. I'm just picking up random cardstock pieces now. Now I'm going to have to measure. I think it's going to be like, 3 1/4 inches by 6 3/4 inches. That's going to be our first piece, the bottom, the matte piece. We're going to want to cut that down 3 1/4 by 6 3/4. See how that works? I'm going to cut that down 3 1/2 actually. So I have to cut that other piece off. I'm going to do 6 3/4. Now, I'm going to have to bring this part. Well, actually, I won't. So I'm going to, because I'm not sure if this is guaranteed to be 12 inches exactly or not. But if we knew this was 12 inches actually, exactly here, we could just put it on 5 1/4 or something like that, or whatever it is. Don't listen to me. That's what I would do. But since we don't know exactly how long this is, and I'm not willing to find out right now, we're going to put this arm out here and cut it at 6 3/4. And call it a day. For that part, at least. Oh, yeah. Let's keep that out for now. Make sure that's going to work. It looks like it is very much going to work. Yes, please remember that, friends. Hit the like button. If you haven't done so yet, please hit subscribe. Ring the bell for all notifications. Makes a world of difference to us here. Helps us out a lot. Yeah, that's going to be perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and make our layer piece next. This piece of red cardstock. I think that's 8 inches. Okay. So I can get, let's see, 3 inches here. Because that first one was 3 1/4 inches wide. So we're going to want this one to be 3 inches wide. So we'll have that 1/8 of an inch gap on all 4 sides. And as opposed to 6 3/4 on the other one, we're just going to cut this one at 6 1/2. Let's do this first. Let's catch up on chat. Yes, Jane, I'm sorry, just now saw your comment. We are actually making a slatted Z-fold card. That's what we're making today. And I'm going to be on just about every Friday from this point forward, making fun fold card for y'all every Friday at this time. That's 12 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Mountain, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. It's all across the USA. And wherever you are in the world. I need to move this real quick so I can show y'all what I'm doing. I know I didn't make the best choice with colors, but hopefully it'll work out. And Jana, could you please search for the 4th of July sale code for me? I think it's like July 15th. I forget what it is. If you could please look that up for me, put it in the chat, that'd be great. And I believe that goes all the way through Sunday night. Is that correct, Shanna? Or one, y'all? All I know is there is actually 2 sales going on right now, but the one we're focused on at the moment is 4th of July. So you may want to look at that if you're interested in buying some of these products. And these products that Jana is linking in the chat is affiliate links for me, Brian, which means that if you buy something using that link, you won't pay any extra, but I may earn a small commission from that purchase. So just remember that. Now I'm going to cut 2 more pieces here. Yes, July 4/25. Thank you. I didn't know if that's what it was. I thought it was 15 or something like that. Wow. Okay, so I want to cut this at 1/4. Okay, so let me show you what we're doing next. We're cutting 2 pieces next. They're going to be 1/4 inches wide. I remember that much. The first layer is going to be 1/4 inches wide by 6 3/4 inches tall. So we're going to cut this down to 1/4 inches. Well, actually, we're going to cut down to 6 3/4 first. I think that'll make things easier, only having to make a couple cuts as opposed to a bunch. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. 1/4 inches times 2. I don't know what that was. It just fell. Something just fell behind my desk. That's what that loud sound was. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here. We're probably just going to cut down to 6 1/2 inches for this one. So remember, this is going to be 1/4 inch less than the ones we just cut. That means instead of 6 3/4, it's going to be 6 1/2. See, this may work actually. I think it will. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to try this. I'm going to cut this down 6 1/2 real quick. We're going to cut this down to 1 inch. We're going to make 2 of those. And one more time. I gotta keep drinking this water. It's so hot out there. It is so hot outside today. I tell you what, it's gotta be at least 95 or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down to the darker red piece. I'll move this down a little more, hopefully. I'm probably just going to have to take that. Yeah, we're going to have to take it up. It wasn't going to move. Okay, here we go. This should do it. Same thing. Maybe I cut that a little short or something. Yes, it is so humid here too, Jan. That's probably the worst thing about living in the South in the summertime is the heat and humidity. I just hate it. I cannot stand it. Like literally, my health cannot stand it. That story, different story for a different day. There we go. Push that down a little more. things even. So we're going to put this piece on now. And it's going to be this one here. Oh, hey, Shannon, how are you? Happy 4th of July. Oh, tell me where you are too, Jenny. Where are you, Jenny? What state are you in? Just out of curiosity. Yes, happy 4th to you too, Shannon. I see you changed the name of your channel too. That's cool. Okay, so with that being done, we're going to go ahead and flip this up. I'll flip this up, starting here. And we're going to go ahead and start gluing these pieces down to this end. And then after that, oh, you're in Virginia, Jane. Cool. Okay, so after we glue these down, then I'll put that other piece on here. So let's go ahead and start gluing down. We need to make sure that this is up against the top here. And it's also right up against that mark that we made earlier. And then we're going to do the same thing with all these. I'm just going to do the bottom one next. Make sure we're right up against the bottom. I'll fix that up a little bit. There we go. And then next one's going to be the middle one. Make sure you get that glue in between those two marks that you made. Uh-oh. My picture isn't doing too great. I wonder why. Sorry about that. Oh, I see why, because my camera keeps shaking. Next, we're going to do this one here. So between those two marks that we made. Because these marks that we made at the beginning are pretty much crucial for us to get this card together correctly. There we go. That's much better. And one more. Right there. We're going to put that down. And we're going to go ahead now and put our other matte layer right here. And we could technically do the same thing on the other side, but I don't think we're going to do that right now. right now. We just don't need to do that right now. So we're going to go ahead and start decorating these 5 pieces here. I think I'm going to use this blue cardstock here. So we're going to need to cut that 3/4 of an inch. But by how much, I wonder. So I'm going to bring out the ruler again. This is 3 3/4. So I'm going to say 3.5 by 3/4. Okay, 3.5. There we go. And we're going to cut this 5 times at 3/4 of an inch. See how that works. You know what? We could probably use some Scrappiness pattern papers here. I think that's what we're about to do for the layer part. Got 5 of those, okay. Let's see here. Don't want the Halloween pack right now, but we may use it. So I got 2 collections here. Falling Leaves and Creepy and Kooky. That was the Halloween collection and the Fall Thanksgiving collection. I have these because that's about all I have right now from Scrappiness because I use up the rest of everything. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm liking this piece here. But I'm going to go look around a little more with y'all. Don't want anything too fall patterned at this point. Like that too, but that may be too much for right now. I may actually make the doghouse out of this or something like that. I like this star pattern a lot too. Like that and that, but that's too Halloweeny for me right now. So I think we're going to stick with these 2 patterns. So we're going to cut this one down to 3 1/4 inches. And cut these down to 1/2 inch strips because the others were 3.5 by 3/4. We want these to be 3 1/4 by 1/2. Thank you, Jana. Okay. Do this now. So if y'all don't know who I am Brian Dickey. I am from diycrafts and more here on YouTube. And I'm also creative maker for Scrappiness. So if this is your first time here seeing me, welcome. If you're coming again, welcome back. I will be here every Friday from, well, actually 2 p.m. Central, doing a fun fold card of some kind every week, just about. If you can't make live, you can always chat in the replay. Watch the replay and leave a comment below. Let me know how you like this video. and also leave some suggestions for cards I can make in a future live stream. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jana. Brian's Funfold King. I do plenty of Funfold cards on my channel too, as well. I also do mini albums as well. I might have to make a mini album for Katscrappiness one of these days. Hi, Caroline. How are you? Thank you, Jenny. Let's see. Arts and Crafts with Angie is here from Canada. Cool. Got some people coming in here. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and start placing these on here like this. These aren't all going to match up, but I don't think it really matters. As long as we get a finished card, that'll be cool. I thought I could make that into a pattern, honestly. I really could. There we go. So I did turn this little mistake I made from these first two into an actual pattern. So this one's a little more to the left, a little more to the right, left, right, left. I'm fine with it, to be honest. So next we're going to go ahead and grab our, if I can find them, our in the doghouse die set and possum dog stamp set, I believe. That's what it's called. I have the correct name that I gave it to you, Jana. I'm pretty sure that's the right names of them. I cannot find them so far. Okay, let's see. Where are they? Where did I leave them? I found them. Okay, so I'm going to take the doghouse die out first. Now I need that other piece of cardstock that I was going to, well, I'm just going to use this instead. I don't want to. I want to use a different one. We're just going to start spilling all these dies onto the desktop in just a moment. I'm about at that point in the project here. So we're going to cut out this here real quick. Grab my scissors. Sorry for the glare on the stamp set. I'm going to cut out with this too, because I just came up with an idea. Trying to read what y'all are saying here. Oh, cool. You made one of these once, Shannon? I didn't know that. That's cool. How'd yours turn out? Honestly, I don't know if this idea is going to work or not. So I'll need something solid under it. And I don't think I have anything solid here to glue this to. So we're going to try it anyways. My idea was to put this here, like so. Then put this back there. I guess I could still do that technically. What do y'all think? So you don't have a big old gaping hole. You can see through the card near the bottom. I'm going to glue this down first. Then I'm going to ask y'all's opinion on that. Yay, Shanna made it home. Congratulations, Shanna. Let's See how this works? Oh, okay. I did not do even close to good. I'll wipe all that off. Start over on this side. And then I'm going to put some more here, some more glue. I'm going to put a little tiny bit there, tiny little dot. Then we got our doghouse so far. You like it like this? Okay, that's what we shall do then. Just a little bit of glue on that top piece and down like this. Now, I don't have any dog stamps or dies to go with this, so we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with that. Okay, I might actually go ahead and put another. In fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. That's just bugging me. So we're going to do 1 1/4 inches. Right here. And what was that again? 6 3/4. That should be it. Okay, so our next piece needs to be probably this one here. 1 inch. Yep, that should work. By 6 1/2. Okay. Now let's see how that's going to work. It's going to work just fine. Put the glue on. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. See how that goes. I think it'll work. So here's what we got so far. Hey, Joy, how are you? You said you were going to come and you did. Yay. Thanks for coming, Joy. So let's see, y'all. Which sentiment should I use? I'm going to get me a piece of cardstock to put behind it so y'all can see it a little better. So we have, I like big bones and I cannot lie. You had me at wolf. Dogs, because people suck. Your possum. I choose you. It was me. I let the dogs out. My dog thinks I'm cool. And dogs are my favorite people. Which one should I use? Which one do you think I should use on this one? I'll give you all a minute to think about it. They are, Shannon. They're all so cute. Now I'm going to look for a couple more dice to put on here. I know we're about at 3 o'clock right now, my time. So I'm going to let y'all go in just a few minutes. Like I said, I'm dumping the dice out. We're going to look for something here. Now, after the live, I will do a little more work to this card, I believe. I want to do some paw prints along that left side. I think I can do that. That'll just take too long to do it right here at this time. Okay. Let's see. Dogs are my favorite. I like big bones and I cannot lie. You had me at woof. Okay, well, 2 people said woof. So that's what we're going to use today. So I'm going to grab my acrylic block. Going to condition this a little bit. I have not used this particular stamp yet. So what I do is nowadays when I start using a new stamp, I go ahead and just pat it on my palm of my hand a few times, maybe on the back of my hand, and that'll make it less sticky on the part that stamps. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up real well. You had me at woof. Burnish it down real well, and there we go. I don't even think I need to get the trimmer for this one. I can just trim it out with some scissors. Actually, I think I'm going to put this on the back of the card. You know what? I got a better idea. We're not going to use that. We're going to actually cut out a little something that we can actually put on the back of the card. That's what we will do. So we're going to do this 4 3/4. Do I want to do 4 3/4 or 4.5? I want to do 4.5 because I want to put in a mat behind this here. 4.5 by 6.5. Because this is a 5x7 card we're making. I don't know if I mentioned that before or not. So we're going to cut this down to 4 3/4. I mean, and 6 3/4, which is somewhere around here. Got to pull that arm out again. Okay. So we're just going to do like this here. I think that'll look good. And I will have a picture of the finished card once I'm done with it on the thumbnail image of this video. I thank you very much, Shannon, for creating the thumbnails for my Friday lives. And I'm going to start doing that this evening. I'm going to put that up a little later on. Oh, I don't want to lose my tiny dice, believe me. They'd be on the floor and never find them. Okay, so where is that card at? Here we go. It's going to go on here a little something like that. I did mess up, I guess, with that. But it's cool. We'll be all right. So now we're going to make sure that's front. Yes, it is. That's the back. It's right side up and everything. Now we're going to stamp that sentiment again on here. I hope this works. There we go. And that's a little place where you can write a little note, sign your card and everything. And then, like I said, I will show you all later this evening. I'll post it in the Scrappiness Facebook groups and in Shannon's group as well, and probably some other groups. I actually need to make something here, I think, too. I think I'm going to make a little something go here as well since I did this part. I'll do that after I get off of here because I'm about to need to get off of here right now. So I will have this ready by the end of the evening for y'all to see on Facebook and on YouTube on the thumbnail image of this video. Yeah, I held my breath too, kind of. Alrighty, so if you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to Scrappiness channel here on YouTube. That's where you are now. And also subscribe to diycrafts some more here on YouTube. That's my channel. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the bell for all notifications for future videos and live streams. Y'all know I will see y'all again next week right here at the same time. Bye, y'all. I don't know if it's going to stop or not. It's supposed to have. I don't know why we're still on. I honestly don't know. There we go. We're